Hi guys, Eric Pathy here at PickDogs.com. We are chunking out Sunday's video. And like I said, I would definitely refer back to yesterday's video to keep this video shorter. Going into Friday morning when we're doing this video, an all-access member is up 30.9 units. That means if you're betting a dime per unit, you're up 30,900. And understand how I follow the rating system, and I tell clients on the phone, when a client calls me, I recommend your unit value is, if you're very aggressive, is 1% of your total bankroll or credit line. If you're medium aggressive, 0.5% of your bankroll. And if you're very conservative, 0.25% of your bankroll. So on a number, make it simple, guys, $100,000 bankroll / credit line. You would bet, if you're very aggressive, or like the way we play and the way I quote the numbers, you would bet 1,000 to 10,000 a game, which is 1 to 10%. Or if you're medium aggressive, you would bet 500 to 5,000 a game on that $100,000 bankroll. And if you're very conservative, you would bet $250 to $2,500 on a game if you're very conservative. And so we call that a 1%, 0.5%, 0.25% of the actual bankroll, which is your unit value. A lot of clients text me and say, what should my unit value be? Those are the three options. Again, 1%, 0.5%, 0.25%, the way I do it. I quote all figures with the full 1% to 10%. So Al has a 8 unit. We don't know the result because we're doing this video on Friday. A 8 unit on Saturday, and today you're watching this video on Sunday. A 10 unit on Sunday, which would be, depending upon your risk tolerance, if you have 100,000, real quick, 10,000, 5,000, or 2,500. That's the way I roll. That's the way I recommend. Hopefully that makes sense to all of you out there. If you have questions regarding the All Access, 702-769-0404. And you can get that 7-day trial offer because you still don't see any movie posters in the background.
For those who are wondering, they're probably wondering what those movies are if they've watched the videos from my old house. One is The Killing, which was Stanley Kubrick. I think it was his second movie.
Okay.
Great film with Sterling Hayden, one of my favorite films of all time. It's about a racetrack heist. So if anyone wants to check it out, I think it was 1955 or 1956. Incredible movie called The Killing. Highly recommend it. Another one of the other 3 posters was Rififi. It was the blueprint for the modern caper. Think Ocean's 11, that kind of stuff. So Rififi is noteworthy because it had no dialogue for the 30 minutes that they're robbing the jewelry store. So it's really suspenseful. It's great. It was directed by Jules Dassin. He was blacklisted by Hollywood. He went over to France, made this movie called Rififi. Trying to think what the third one was. The third one, it's another French film. It's called Bob Le Flambeur, directed by one of my favorite directors, Jean-Pierre Melville. And so those are the 3 movie posters that you will see behind me in the older videos from my old home, and hopefully I'll be back in the home next week sometime.
You need to add cinephile on your Twitter handle.
It does. It says Film Noir fan.
Oh, Film Noir. You are correct. I stand corrected. So with that being said, what do we got going on this Sunday's complimentary selection?
Yeah, let's go out to Philadelphia and look at the Eagles Rams game. The Eagles are better, Eric, across the board. They're better on offense. They're better on defense. A lot of times when you get playoff games, one team might be the better defensive team. One team might be the better offensive team, But here, the Eagles are better across the board. The Eagles' offensive scoring average is 26.94. The Rams are only averaging 21.8 for a differential of 5.06. Same thing on the defensive side of the ball. Philadelphia Eagles have a scoring defense of 17.38, which is championship worthy. The Rams are allowing 21.94. That's a difference of 4.56. And when you get in the playoffs a team that's better on both the offense and the defensive sides of the ball, and they're playing at home, those teams have gone 90 and 63 ATS since 1980. We're taking the Eagles.
There it goes, guys. Eagles is your complimentary selection, 702-769-0404. As always, good day and good luck.